Have you ever had one of those days where you just feel nothing? Like, you know you should pray. You know you should pick up the Quran. You know you should care, but your heart just feels empty, numb, like someone turned off the lights inside you. I've been there. Maybe you're there right now. And if you are, I want to tell you about a story in the Quran that changed how I see those days forever. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter in the Quran. And honestly, the first time I really understood this story, I cried. Not because it's sad, but because it's so human. So let me take you back about 3,000 years to a people who felt just as lost as we sometimes do. There was a man, we don't know his name, but we know he was murdered. And here's the thing, nobody knew who killed him. The people of Bani Israel, the followers of Prophet Musa, they were stuck. A man was dead, and the killer was walking free. So they went to Musa and said, "This is a mess. What do we do?" And Musa went to Allah. Now, imagine their shock when Allah's answer came back. Allah said, "Sacrifice a cow." I know, right? Random. If I were there, I'd probably scratch my head and say, excuse me? A cow? There's a murderer out there and you want us to find a cow? And that's exactly what they said. Look at verse 67. They literally said to Musa, "Are you making fun of us?" Think about that. They didn't trust the command. It didn't make sense. So they questioned it. And honestly, don't we do the same thing? Allah says, "Pray, and I'll fix your problems." And we say, "But I've been praying for months. Nothing's changing." Allah says, "Give charity, and I'll bless your wealth." And we say, "But I barely have enough for myself." Allah says, "Trust my plan." And we say, "But this doesn't look like a plan. This looks like a mess." We question, we hesitate, we overthink, just like Bani Israel. So they started asking questions. Okay, what kind of cow? Allah said, "Not too old, not too young, middle-aged." Okay, what color? Allah said, "Bright yellow, pleasing to look at." Okay, anything else? And on and on and on. Now here's what's so painfully human about this. They made a simple thing complicated. What Allah asked for was easy. A cow, any cow. But their questions, their doubts, their delays, it turned something simple into something impossible. By the time they finally found the cow that matched all their own made-up requirements, it belonged to a pious young man who refused to sell it except for its weight in gold. They had to pay a fortune. They did this to themselves. And I look at my own life and think, how many times have I done the same thing? Allah makes something simple, prayer, fasting, being kind, and I complicate it with my own what-ifs and buts, and let me just figure this out first. And suddenly, something that should have brought me closer to Allah becomes this huge, exhausting thing. Finally, after all their questions, all their delays, all their complications, they sacrificed the cow, and then Allah told them, "Take a piece of this cow and strike the murdered man with it." They did, and the man sat up, alive, and he pointed to his killer. Think about that. A dead man, brought back to life, justice, revealed, a mystery, solved, all because of a cow, a simple, ordinary cow. Allah says in verse 73, "This is how Allah brings the dead to life and shows you His signs so that you may understand." And here's what I want you to understand. What feels dead in your life right now? Your faith? Your hope? Your motivation? Allah can bring it back. Not through something complicated, not through years of struggle you can't handle, but through simple obedience, small steps, one cow at a time. So what do we do with this story? 3 things. Number 1, stop overthinking your faith. When guidance is clear, just move. Don't ask 10 more questions. Don't wait until you feel ready. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Bani Israel learned that the hard way. Don't be them. Number 2, small things matter. A cow, a simple animal. That's what unlocked a miracle. Your one prayer, the one you almost skipped, that matters. The one verse you read before bed, that matters. The one sorry you said to your parents, that matters. You don't need grand gestures. You just need consistent, small obedience. Number 3, Allah is closer than you think. Verse 152 comes right after this story. Allah says, "Remember me, and I will remember you. You take one step toward him, just one, and he runs to you." That's not my words, that's his promise. So here's your challenge this week. Just one thing. Find that cow in your life. That one simple act of obedience you've been putting off. Maybe it's praying Fajr on time. Just that one prayer. Maybe it's calling your mom. Maybe it's deleting that app you know is wasting your time. Maybe it's just saying Bismillah before you start your day. Don't overthink it. Don't ask a million questions. Don't wait until you feel ready. Just do it. And watch what Allah does with your small yes. Watch how he brings life back to places you thought were dead forever. Because if he can bring a murdered man back to life with a cow, he can definitely fix what's broken in you. Let's make dua together. Allahumma, revive our hearts. We feel them getting hard. We feel them getting cold. Wake us up before it's too late. Give us the strength to stop overthinking and just obey. Accept our small steps and turn them into mountains of reward. And never let us forget that you are closer to us than we are to ourselves. Ameen. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, your heart isn't dead. It's just waiting for the right cow. Assalamu alaikum.